and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, creator of The Office and Extras, writer, director, actor, producer,
philanthropist,
winner of 3 Golden Globes, 2 Primetime Emmys and 7 BAFTAs, all the way from England, Mr. Ricky Gervais!
Thank you. Hello, Chicago. How are you? Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That was an amazing welcome. I should explain something straight away. Usually when I come out on stage, it's amazing, okay? I'm doing cartwheels and backflips. It's fucking spectacular, right? But I've hurt my back. That's true, actually. I've pulled a muscle in my spine playing golf. I know what you're thinking. Serves me right for playing such a stupid game as golf. But, no, I've been in agony. I'm actually on painkillers right now. So, no, it's true. If I suddenly start talking like Paula Abdul, you'll know why. I'm not drunk. So, when the doctor... This is true. When the doctor gave me the painkillers, he said, no, you can't drink alcohol with these. And I went, I don't want them then. Anyway... He went, what? I said, give me some you can drink alcohol with. Right? And he went, well, you're not meant to drink with any painkillers. Who are you, my fucking mother? Just... So I've been walking around like the Elephant Man for days, but without the big cock, obviously. I assume he had a big elephant's cock to match the head, though that would make things all right then, wouldn't it? That would sort of balance it out. No, because then he'd look in the mirror and he'd sort of go, oh, no. Oh, look at that fucking head. Oh, hold on, though. What's going on down here? Hey! Oh, swings and roundabouts. Let's celebrate. The buns are on me. So, yeah, that's my problems. I didn't cancel, though. Don't you hate that when an artist cancels? You turn out and goes, concert cancelled due to sore throat. Oh, or I couldn't go on, I was depressed. Oh, poor little artist. Oh, can you imagine a labourer trying that? Turn out going, I've got a little tickle and I'm fed up. Oh, move the fucking bricks, mate. Never cancel. I had a gig in Dublin a couple of months ago, okay, and as you know, Dublin is in Ireland, which is off, it's off the coast of Great Britain. It's not part of Britain, but it's very close. It's sort of like our Cuba, I suppose. It's like... And so, okay, so Dublin O2 Arena, 10,000 seats, sold out well in advance, flights booked, really looking forward to it. A few days before the gig, they start grounding the aeroplanes because there's a volcanic ash cloud over Britain, okay? And if you fly through it, apparently it'll make the plane fall out of the sky. And it was like, that was it. You couldn't fly in that. I mean, a volcano goes off in Iceland and we can't... Oh, what's the point of Iceland, really? You know what I mean? What are they... Just fill in all the volcanoes with concrete, okay? Just... In fact, tarmac the whole country and make it a car park for real Europe, because it's a waste of fucking space, okay? And so, I'm thinking, well, I've got to get there. I can't cancel. And there were sort of pop stars and people coming over from America, and they were cancelling their flight because they couldn't get in and out. I thought, I can't. So I hired a helicopter to and from Dublin. It cost me £12,000, right? Just because I couldn't bear to let anyone down or take the ferry. That was... they were still running, sure. But that would have meant mixing with the general public, and I don't... This is about as close as I ever... No. So, I don't know if you're affected by the volcanic ash cloud, but I had friends that were stuck all over the world, and they missed weddings and funerals, and they had to put themselves up in a hotel for extra days that they hadn't budgeted for, and they couldn't get their money back because the airlines were saying, no, we can't pay you because the insurance companies won't pay us because they're saying it's an act of God. Well, what isn't an act of God? No, if you believe in God, that's sort of a definition of him, isn't it? that he does everything. Isn't that right? Everything is an act of him. He's all-powerful, he's everywhere at once. He invented everything. There was nothing before him. He invented time, everything. He's across it all, okay? He doesn't miss a trick, and he's not absent-minded. A volcano going off isn't like him going, fuck, I left the oven on. You know, it's... And who are these insurance companies that can decide what is and isn't an act of God? How do they know, okay? Have they got a hotline to God? They call him up, do they? Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Could I speak to God, please? Speaking. Oh, I didn't think you'd answer the phone yourself. What do you want? Oh, that volcanic ash cloud. Was that you? Yeah. Yes, that was an act of me, all right. So I shouldn't pay out. No, don't fucking pay him a penny, son. No. Brilliant, brilliant. While I've got you here, did you make a tree fall on Steve Baxter's car? There's a lot of Steve Baxters. Steve Baxter, 2 Acacia Road, Hounslow. It happened at 2:15 on the 3rd of June this year. 2:15, 3rd of June. No, that wasn't me. I was in Africa that day giving AIDS to babies. He does everything. He does everything. I don't make the rules. And, well, I'm glad I didn't cancel, because it's fantastic to be here. Seeing you at happy, smiley faces, probably feeling very fortunate that you managed to get a ticket to see a living legend. Or am I? Shut up. I know. You lucky fuckers, you really... I'm joking, of course. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for coming out, spending your hard-earned cash. I know there's been a recession on. Someone told me. I hadn't really... Is it still got... I don't... It really didn't affect me, if I'm being honest. Oh, dear. We can laugh about it now. No, come on. I don't understand a recession. It wasn't until last year I found out you could go into your bank and say, can I withdraw my cash? And they could go... No. What? No. Yeah, got it. Well, I've got £50,000 saved. You went. Where is it? Lost it. What? Have you checked the vault? It's empty. What was the point of that? You might as well have kept it in a drawer, you spot little twat. I hope you enjoy the show. Well, you'll let me know, won't you? If I say something funny, you'll laugh, and I'll go, oh, I'll keep that in for the rest of the tour. If I say something that isn't funny, you won't laugh, and I'll go, I'll lose that bit. So some bits tonight will be exclusive to you. They will be the shit bits, granted. Okay, let's start the show. Let's get on with it. No one wants to be here all night. You can have too much of a good thing, can't you? Like heroin. What? Although too much heroin is death. Basically. That's when you know you've had too much. You go, oh, fuck, I'm dead. I've fucked. That's the thing, though, with heroin. You know, try anything once, kids, sure. But know this, right? No. You think, I'll try heroin. I'll just try one. Give me a heroin. Give me one heroin, okay? Just have one. Oh, what's it like? Oh, it's fucking lovely. I want more. I can't just tap. It's like Pringles. It's like, once you pop, you can't stop. I think that's how it works. I'm not an expert. Believe it or not, I've never been a heroin addict. No round of applause for that. See? No. See? No round of applause for never having been a heroin addict. If I'd come out here and go, yeah, I used to be a heroin addict. I used to mug people and shit myself in doorways, right? But, exactly. Oh, yeah. He hasn't done those things for a while. He hasn't done those things that we never did in the first place. Why are you applauding someone for suddenly acting like a normal member of society? It's like I've lost a bit of weight. I've lost about 20 pounds. Exactly. What? No. You're basically applauding me for only eating as much as I need now. I should have always been doing that. I got fat because I was a greedy, lazy bastard. There's no other explanation. And I needed people that they come to me now and they go, oh, well done, you look great. But they weren't telling me I looked terrible. They're basically saying I look terrible. No one told me at the time. It was really taboo. I needed waiters to come over and go, fuck off, you've had enough, right? And I've been criticised in the past for having a go at fat people. I've never had a go at fat people. I've only ever pointed out the fact that you get fat if you take in more calories than you burn off. That's simple science. I don't judge them in any other aspect of their life, but that's what happens. You get fat if you take in more calories than you burn off, okay? And that's indisputable, okay? Now, the thing is, people think I'm having a go. I'm not, because I don't judge them. If I see a fat person, I don't make assumptions about him other than how they got fat. And, this is the other thing, wait, right? Not only is that what makes you fat, people know that's what's making them fat. No one got fat behind their own back. No one and went, what the fuck's that? Okay? It's not a surprise, it's a gradual process. You have loads of time to back out from this project. Also, no one's sneaking into thin people's apartments and injecting their lettuce with 1,000,000 calories. That doesn't happen, okay? They know what's doing. If you go up to a bloke and he's surrounded by cakes and pies, right? And you go, you know what's making you fat, don't you? He doesn't go, is it all the running? He knows what it... But I don't make judgments, okay, other than how they got fat, okay? If I see a fat person, I don't go, oh, he's fat, therefore he's jolly, right? A lot of them are miserable, aren't they? If I see a fat girl, I don't go, oh, she'd be pretty if she lost weight. That's rarely the case, okay? So don't fall for that, okay? A lot of them started eating because they had fuck all to lose. So, no. But there's no stigma attached because people don't even want to use the word fat now because I think it's derogatory. It's a real taboo subject. So they use euphemisms. They go, oh, you know Brenda, the big girl. What, 7 foot? No. Not to. What does she look like? Brenda, you know, she's the one who's clammy even in winter. Just say she's fat. Nothing wrong with it. It's their choice. It's up to you if you want to be fat. It's fine. But they don't. They go, you know, Brenda, she's out of breath just standing up at her desk. But even though it is their own fault, and it is their own fault, I feel sorry for them, right? No, I do. Particularly fat women, because fat is a feminist issue. Men get fat and we just go, fuck it, all bought and paid for, you know. We don't come under the same constraints of society, whereas women are inundated with images of how you should be, size 0 models, this diet, that diet, look like this, keep your man. And they make such an effort, don't they, fat girls? They've always got lovely hair, aren't they? They're always having their hair done, they've got lovely hair. Always got lovely hair. Always got those lovely false nails, haven't they? They make an effort. Anything but jogging, right? They love high heels, don't they? They think it makes their legs look less... It doesn't. It just... You can just hear them coming now. I don't want any fat people to feel uncomfortable at one of my gigs, so next time, buy 2 seats. I'm joking. I'm joking. Shut up. I'm not having a go. I'm just pointing out, you know... I was listening to the radio in England a few weeks back, Radio 4, quite highbrow. There was a discussion about political correctness. My name came up straight away, right? And there was this woman on there going, oh yeah, well it's not right. Ricky Gervais, he makes jokes about fat people. He wouldn't make jokes about gay people, would he? And being fat is like being gay. What? No, it's not. What? You can't choose your sexuality. As we've established, you choose whether to eat too much or not. You know, with your sexuality, you're born, you grow up, you discover you like same-sex relationships, and that's it. You're gay, okay? For being gay to be the same as being fat, you'd have to be born, be straight, grow up knowing you're straight, but gradually and consciously wean yourself onto cock. Oh. Happy 16th birthday, son. This is Raoul. Suck his cock. Sorry, father? Suck his cock. 16 now, suck his cock. I'm heterosexual. Oh, with his newfangled words. Suck his cock. Come on. I don't like cock, father. Doesn't like cock. How do you know if you've never tried it? Ah! Suck his cock. Suck one cock. Suck... not sucking it, that's playing with you. Put it in your mouth. Put it... Look, have a go, you might like it. Oh, it's not so bad, is it? I fucking love these. If that happened, then being gay would be the same as being fat, but it doesn't, so it's not, okay? I was on a plane last year, okay, going from New York to LA, okay? And me and my girlfriend were one side of the plane, there was the aisle, and the other side, there were these two huge fat women, okay? Proper fat. One of them just got on and went, "Can I have a belt extension?" "Yeah, of course you can, you've earned it," right? So, proper. In fact, I was thinking of calling the pilot out and going, should one of us swap with one of them? Otherwise, we're just going to Canada. Do you know what I mean? And one of them was even fatter than the other one, okay? And she was there, and she'd got on the plane with one of those takeaway buckets of fast food. Bucket! I mean, there's your first clue. When did that happen? When did fat people just give up? When did they go into a shop and go, "Oh, fuck it, just treat me like a farmyard animal"? Really? Give me it in a bucket. In fact, just strap it to my fucking head, and I'll just... A bucket? Really? You want your meal in a bucket? Yes. Right? So, she's there, and she's chowing down, right? And I swear, she turns to her fat friend and says, "This is the best fried chicken I've had all day." But I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because even though it is their own fault, and it is their own fault, I don't know if you know this about fat people, they fucking love cake. They love it. They love it, right? And I blame the food industries, because you go into a supermarket and it's just packed with that stuff. Everything's packed with hydrogenated fats and extra calories and sugar and butter and everything, and they love that, okay? And there's always a big door, isn't there, to a supermarket? It's always, they've got a quadruple door, isn't it? No one's ever been too fat to get through the door of a supermarket, okay? And it opens automatically, so they don't have to waste calories pushing anything. There's just... And it's a good job it opens automatically, because usually it's glass and they can see the pie from down the road and they're in like that. Grazing, right? So, I say, keep the big door, sure, keep the big door, come on fat people, come in you go. But when they get in there, it's all fresh fruit and veg. It's all whole grain, it's all stuff that's good for you, okay? Of course they'll be confused at first, they go, well that's not real food to them, they think Brussels sprouts is packaging, right? They're looking, where's the cakes, where's the cakes? The cakes are over here, but the cakes are through a different door, but this door is human-sized, okay? So now they go, there's the cakes. They go, "Oh fuck, I can't get in. I can't get through the fucking door. I can't." And they're starving. They go, "Oh God, what's this? I've got to eat something. What's this? A banana?" And they go back. "Oh no, I still can't. Back and have a carrot." They're back and forth for days, and the fat's falling off them. Soon they can slip through the door and have a cake. They can't get out again. No, but I mean. But we've got to do something, we've got to intervene. And people say, no, it's nothing to do with you, it's up to them, it's their body, it's their life. And that's true, but we don't say that about wearing crash helmets. Or if you've got a heroin addict in the family, you don't go, "Oh, it's his life, he loves heroin." You know, you go, "No, you've got to stop this, please don't die." And you get him and you throw him in a cupboard for 3 weeks or something. You can't throw a fat person in the cupboard, you'll be back in like me, but you know, heroin addicts, they don't weigh anything, you can throw them around willy-nilly, right? But, in fact, when they're lying there with a needle hanging out, you just get the needle and flick, and they just go into the cupboard like that, okay? Fat people, you've got to lure them in. A little trail of chocolates, and they just follow that anywhere, like that. But we've got to do something, because 1/3 of the world are obese, and 1/3 of the world are starving. The fat ones are eating the skinny ones' food, basically. I know most of the skinny ones are in Africa, so out of sight, out of mind, I know, but no, I can talk about Africa like that, because I'm from Britain, and we used to own it. We did. When we had the empire, and we ruled the world before you took over, we used to we owned Africa. But then in the 50s and 60s, Africa wanted to be self-ruled. They wanted independence. And they said, look, we'd like to run it ourselves. We went, fine. So gradually we started giving Africa back to the Africans. And by the 70s, it was totally run by the Africans themselves. And of course, in the 80s, we get a phone call. Hello? Hello? Who's that? Africa. What do you want? We're starving. You should have thought of that before you wanted independence. Well, we didn't know there'd be a drought, did we? Drought? I'll give you a drought. This is true. When I was a kid, I was about 10, we had a really long, hot summer, okay? And there was a hosepipe ban. You couldn't water your flowers. We've all suffered. So, that's true, actually. One long hot summer, and the water ran out, and we didn't know what to do. We thought, what can we do? And there was people coming around your house trying to tell you how to conserve water. They were saying things like, when you brush your teeth, don't let the tap just run. You know, put a little glass in it. And they came around, they were putting house bricks in the cistern of the toilet to save water. And there was public information films on the television. There was one advert that was like, it was like an animation, and it was like a couple in the bath. And it said, conserve water, take a bath with a friend. Which I did. I say a friend, he was more a friend of my granddad's. But, no. £10 is a lot to a kid in England. What? He taught me a lot, stuff like, you don't wash it like that, give it here. No, he was a sweet old man. I used to call him Grandad Charlie. He wasn't my real granddad, he was just an old bloke that lived across the road. He used to come round whenever he saw my parents go out, right? And he'd come round, Mum and Dad out, yeah, oh, right, do you want to see a magic trick? Yeah, he'd draw the curtains, right? And he'd close my eyes, okay, and he'd sit down and he'd put a top hat on his lap, like that, right? A magic hat, right? And he'd go, close your eyes, he goes, and feel the magic rabbit. And I used to go up and I used to put... I used to go in, I used to feel the little... That weird little thing it was, didn't have any fur or ears, right? And he used to go, and it was scared stiff, it was terrifying, right? And he made stroke it, and I stroked it so fast once that it was sick, all down my... Shut up, fuck off. Oh dear, oh. Where was I? Oh yeah, famine. Famine is a problem. Which brings me to this next fad that we need to stamp out. This happened Christmas before last, exchanging gifts with old friends, good friends, quite well-off friends, if I'm being honest. I got them a coffee-making machine from Harrods, top of the range. They loved it. They gave me my present. It was just an envelope. I thought, oh, what's this, vouchers? Opened it up. It wasn't vouchers. It was just a card with a picture of a goat on it. And I said, what's this? They went, oh, our gift to you is we gave a goat to an African family. What? I'm looking at the coffee machine thinking, is it too late to take that back? Is it too... what is it? Oh, we gave a goat to an African family. Did you? Oh. So, I've got fuck all then, basically. I mean, I don't even know this African family. Why would I give them a goat? It doesn't matter. This serves no purpose at all. This is no good for anyone. They're 50 quid down. I've got nothing. The African family's going, not another mouth to feed, right? The goat is going, where the fuck am I? This is shit. A week ago I was gambling around the Cotswolds. There was grass and tourists with nuts and... This is a fucking dust bowl. There's no way that goat wanted to go to Africa. It was basically... No, it was kidnapped. It was abducted. It was put in a sack and bundled on a boat to Africa. Like Roots in reverse. There is no way. They went, do you want to go to Africa? He went, definitely not. No. Oh, come on. Why didn't you want to go to Africa? Lions. Come on. Why didn't you want to go to Africa? AIDS. Well, that shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't. So just be careful with that charity shit, particularly at Christmas. That's when they get you. They give you a guilt trip at Christmas. All the adverts are for charity at Christmas. You're sitting at home, aren't you? Having your Christmas lunch, loads of food, too much food. Probably going to throw a lot of it away, right? And things like this come on the telly. This runs every Christmas day in England. It goes, "Is there an old lady near you cold and lonely this Christmas?" Yep, I fucking hate her. Nosy bitch winds me up all year round, okay? I can't wait for the cold weather. There's no old lady near me. She died last year of hypothermia, so result, yeah. Brilliant. The other big one is a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. Right behind that, I'm really into animal welfare. And that's obviously aimed at parents whose kids go, "Can I have a puppy? Can I have a puppy?" And they go, "No, can I have a puppy? Can I have a..." Oh, and they get them a puppy to shut them up, right? And the kid likes it when it's cute. It grows up. The kid gets other interests, gets bored with the dog. They lumber the parents with it. The parents get bored with it. They abandon it. 11,000 pets were abandoned in England last year, which is terrible. And I think, you know, kids should have pets. I think it teaches them life lessons. I haven't got kids of my own, but I've got loads of nieces and nephews, and they've got kids of their own now. And I want to be a cool uncle and give them what they want, but I want to be a responsible one too and not add to the stray problem. But I think I've solved the dilemma. Here's a tip. This is what I do anyway. You've got to wait till Christmas Eve and always go to an animal rescue centre, not a breeder. And I go along to an animal rescue centre Christmas Eve, and I go to the veterinary part, and they've usually got like a runt who's been born sort of disabled with no quality of life, and they're just putting that out of its misery, right? And I go, "No, don't kill that one. I'll take that one." And they go, "It's only going to live a day." Perfect. So, and I run home, I'm going, "Don't die yet, don't die yet." A little bit of Starbucks. And I rush in, I call my niece, she comes running, "Uncle Ricky, got your puppy." "Oh, Uncle Ricky got me a puppy." "Yeah, your best uncle got you a puppy. Yeah, go and play with it, quick. Go and play with it." And she takes it to bed with her Christmas Eve, and she sleeps with it. She wakes up, Christmas Day, it's dead, cold, stiff, gone. So, result, not a problem. And they always come down the next day, they go, "Oh, my puppy's dead, my puppy's dead." I go, "Oh, what, the puppy your uncle got you, he did his bit, and whatever happened after that isn't his problem." They go, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, maybe you rolled over on it in the night." "Oh, did I? Oh, no. Oh, no." And they start going, "I killed my puppy. I killed my puppy." I go, "No, you didn't kill your puppy. Jesus killed your puppy." On his birthday. Because you didn't spend enough on your uncle's Christmas present. They usually buck their ideas up the next year. The other big campaign at Christmas, don't drink and drive. Right behind that as well. A lot more stigma attached to that these days. When I was growing up, it was whether you got away with it or not, but people now know it wrecks lives. I'd be getting in the car when I was a kid with grown-ups, family, and they go, "No, you can't drive, you had too much to drink." And they go, "It's all right, I won't get caught." But now that people know that's right, and I've done it once, and I'm not proud of it, I'm fucking ashamed of it. And that was Christmas. I wasn't drunk, but I was over the limit, and I took the car out, and I knew I shouldn't be driving. But I learnt my lesson, because I nearly killed an old woman. And no, in the end, I didn't kill her. In the end, I just raped her. But as I say, nothing came of it. Luckily for me, 1,000 to 1 shot, she had Alzheimer's. So, not a credible witness. Spiders, they're always ready, aren't they? Aren't they always ready for... They're always ready for action, a spider. It's always completely fucking ready for action, like that. Always ready for action, always. I mean, some animals are sometimes ready. You startle a cat and it'll go, "Oh," for a few seconds, and it goes back to chilled. Most of the time, a cat is just laying on the floor, innit? Just on its side, all 4 limbs just stretched out in one direction. You will never see a spider like that. You will never see a spider just lying on the carpet, right? Its head down and all 8 legs just stretched out like that. They're always ready, okay? They're always ready in every direction, like the fucking Matrix, like that. They don't have to turn, they've got 10 eyes, 8 legs and 10 eyes. It's over the top, okay? And they're even ready when you don't think they're ready. You can see an empty web, okay? And you go, "That spider's not ready." "No, touch the web." "What?" "Touch the web." And it's there. I fucking hate them. 37,000 different species of spider. 37,000 different species of spider. I mean, millions and billions of individuals in each species. And that's just one class, arachnid, of one phylum, Arthropoda. There could be 5 million species of animal alive now on the Earth. Best guess, okay? And that's 1% of all animal species that have ever existed. 99% of all animal species that ever existed are now extinct. And that remaining 1% is 5 million strong. Take one of those species, termites. If we were to weigh every termite alive now, it would be 10 times the tonnage of every human being on Earth. And it's statistics like that that make me think that this book isn't totally accurate. It's the Book of Noah, the children's edition. I actually got this awarded to me when I used to go to Sunday school every week. I believed in all this till I was 8. St Agnes Sunday School, presented to Ricky Gervais, R-I-K-K-I, like a fucking mongoose, right? For regular attendance, not even for being good at anything, just for turning up, right? He's always here, give him a prize, he'll be back. Thank you, thank you. Let's have a look at the evidence. Long, long ago, when God first made the earth, I'll let both those points go, we haven't got time. Right. Long, long ago, by the way, according to the Bible, is 5,000 years. According to the Old Testament, the earth is no older than 5,000 years old, okay? It's actually 4.6 billion years old. Let's pop that in, pop that. 4.6 billion years ago, when God first made the earth and sky, all right, don't big it up, it's like, it comes as a package, really, doesn't it? I mean, do you know what I mean? The sky was never an optional extra. It's like, made you a planet, I can't breathe. Would you like an atmosphere? Of course I fucking would. So, well done, but everything was peaceful, everything beautiful. God made human beings too, and he wanted them to be good like himself. Arrogant. Right. But very soon they wanted their own way. They would not listen to God. They became wicked and did wicked things. Look at them doing wicked things there. You don't get much more wicked than that, do you? Fuck off. Oh, fuck off, wicked. Really. Fuck off, wicked. Really. Ah. God just looking on. Oh, carry on. See what happens. See what happens. Oh, see what happens. Yeah. Oh, see what happens. Bloke there running off with a big bag of money. Don't put it in a bank, you cunt. Right. God looked at them and said to himself, they are so wicked, I will have to wipe them off the face of the earth. Really? Really? Straight to genocide. What happened to 1 verbal and 2 written warnings? Straight to the annihilation of the entire human race because of fatty yellow trousers pick someone's nose. Really? Fuck. Anger management, man. Just calm the fuck down. Let's talk about this. Wow. I read that to Carl Pilkington, right? Who is, yes, head like a fucking orange, I know, yeah. And I read that bit to him. They are so wicked, I'll have to wipe my face the earth. And Carl said, he sounds gay. I said, what do you mean? He went, some gays are a bit like that. He thought God was like having a hissy fit. Like he's going, no, they treat me like a bastard, I'm going to treat them like a bastard, I'm going to show them, I'm going to wipe them out. I said, Carl, God is not gay, okay? Read the Bible, he hates them. They are so wicked, I will have to wipe them off the face of the earth. And every living thing with them. What's the squid ever done? Really? It's gone mad. What? But he's not gay. God is not gay. But there was one man who was still very good. His name was Noah. He was a friend of God. Just a friend, so don't know. Just a friend. A friend with big hooped earrings. Rouge. What's he doing? He lives in a cave. What's he doing with this? What are you doing?
Seeing God.
You never know. Handlebar moustache. Holding God's hand. Who's wearing a blouse? God is not gay. God said to Noah, I am so angry with men. Do you mean men and women? Whatever. I am so angry with men that I have made my mind up to destroy them all. I have stretched my bow in the sky. It is a rainbow. That's got to be the world's first pun, hasn't it? It will make so much rain pour down on earth that everything will be drowned, but not you. I want you to build an ark. It must be like a big boat with 3 decks and a roof over it. Yeah, I know how to build a boat, mate. And you will make a door in the side of it. Do you think I'm a complete idiot? I know. Noah did exactly what God told him. And then God said to Noah, now, okay, now this is aimed at children, admittedly, but it's taken from the Old Testament story in the Bible, but I don't think the author of this book is a zoologist. As we've said, there could be 5 million species of animal. I don't think he knows them all, the way he backs out very quickly in this next sentence, okay? I want you to take 2 of every kind of animal with you into the ark. 2 lions, 2 tigers, 2 elephants, and so on. What? I've got lions, tigers, elephants, so on. On you go. Look after them well and keep them alive. And Noah did what God said. Now I want you to study that scenario. Okay, so God is angry with mankind. He's fed up with them. They're wicked, right? He's going to wipe them out and just start again with Noah and his wife. He's angry with the animals too, for some reason. So he's going to start again with just 2 of each species. He calls a flood. They build an ark. Noah goes, right, 2 of every species. 2, just 2. Right, quick. First 2. There's a stampede. 2 elephants. 2 toucans. Just walking. There's no rush. Just strolling, baby. I think this one is a bit more concerned than this one. This one's probably going, should we fly? Nah. No? Nah. I could do this all night. No? Nah. Sure? Yeah. I mean, we've got wings. We've got feet as well. Why don't you want to push in? That elephant's looking at me funny. Yeah. I fucking am. If you try and push in, I'm going to stamp on you, you big-nosed twat. Hold on, who are you calling big nose? What do you mean? No, it just... pot calling kettle black. What the fuck does that mean? What does pot... Well, you know, if a pot's... I'll forget it. I can't forget it, I'm a fucking elephant. Oh, 2 camels, 2 lions, 2 ostriches, 2 leopards, 2 tigers, 2 zebra. Here's the crux of my point. Just one species on the ark at the moment, the giraffes. They got their first longer legs, okay? 5 million more species to get on there. So 2 of it. So two animals on the ark at the moment, 10 million more animals to go. 10 million more of those, okay? 10 million, okay? As far as 10 million of them to get on there, just 2 on there at the moment. Look how much room they're already taking up. It's at a 1/3 capacity. What's it going to be like on there when these 2 fat cunts get on? Then God bent the bow of his anger and the rain came flooding down, covering the earth with water. It rained for 40 days and nights. The flood water rose higher and higher until it covered the tops of the highest mountains. Every living thing was drowned except Noah and the animals in the ark. And the fish. They were fine, weren't they? They were fine. They were loving it. They were better off. In fact, all the sea creatures. I mean, mountains underwater, their domain had increased like 10-fold. Also, it's so much more interesting. You've got crabs going, I'm on a fucking mountain. This is amazing. I never want this flood to... I've never been up here before. I think of that when you see on the news, like if there's a little village in Gloucester flooded or something. And it's really sad. You see people, they've lost their homes and they're in dinghies and they're carrying their pets. And you see a little row of antique shops completely underwater. And I think of a fish just looking in the window of that antique shop for the first time. So that's a chaise-longue. For 150 days, the earth was covered with water. Then Noah opened the window of the ark and looked out. The water seemed to be going down, but how could he be sure? Well, ask God. You've been chatting to him all the way through. Why are we getting cryptic all of a sudden? He sent a raven out, but it soon came flying back. It could find nowhere to settle. Noah waited another week, and he sent out a dove. Why did the raven lose his job? But the dove came back too. See, the raven wasn't bullshitting. There was still no dry land anywhere. But one day the dove flew out, and why did the dove get a second go and not the raven? Racist. But one day the dove flew out and brought back a green olive branch, and Noah knew that God was no longer angry. Then God told Noah to let the animals out of the ark. They must once more fill the earth with living things. The first thing Noah did was to build an altar. He offered a sacrifice to God to thank him for saving them. And Noah said, I will make a pact of friendship with you. I will never again send a flood to destroy the earth. The rainbow which I put in the sky will no longer be a sign of my anger, but a sign of peace. It will be a sign of my friendship with men. That is how it is. That is how it is used today. They took it literally. It will be a sign of my friendship with men, which begins today, and which my son Jesus will one day prove by shedding his blood for men. Who? You'll see. There wasn't a teaser campaign in the Old Testament. Coming soon, the sequel. And so when you have done wrong and you are feeling very sad about it, think of the rainbow and the peace which God wants to put into your heart. He has promised to be your friend, promised to be his. And that's just one of 12 in the Dove Book series. I've only got one, number 9 now. Although I think my favourite would be number 8, just from the title, Jesus and the Cripple. Thank you. Cheers. Oh. I read that whole book to Carl, and he believed it all. Why wouldn't he? It's written down. And I said, Carl, think, how could they get 10 million animals on a boat? Carl went, they said it was a big boat. Yeah, they did, that's true. I said, but they're all part of the food chain. They would have literally had to have eaten each other to survive. Why didn't the lion eat the antelope? Why didn't the spider eat the fly? And Carl said, Because in a crisis, you all pull together. Amazing. I'd love to do a book of his quotes. I love books of quotations. I love just reading them for pleasure. I've got a few of these compilations, and one of my heroes is Winston Churchill. And when I read, "Give us the tools and we will finish the job," I thought, how inspiring. And when I read, "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few," I thought, how patriotic. And when I read, "It is a good thing for an uneducated man to read books of quotations," I thought, you cheeky fat git. People always say to me that Oscar Wilde is the greatest genius that's ever lived. Let's have a look at the evidence, okay? Here's one of his. "All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That is his." That sounds a bit gay to me. What do you think? I don't just... Give me another go. Here's another one. "I couldn't help it. I can resist everything except temptation." That sounds gay as well. I think... I want to start that with an ooh. I want to go, "Oh, I couldn't help it." Do you know what I mean? And I want to end it with, "I can resist everything except temptation. Chance to be a fine thing." You know, And when he went through customs in New York all those years ago, and the customs officer, just doing his job, said, "Have you anything to declare?" Oscar Wilde famously said, "Nothing but my genius." Ooh. Wasn't witty. I bet he planned that. I bet the first time he went through customs in a foreign country, he was all, "Yes, sir, no, sir. Anything to declare?" "No, thanks." On you go, "Oh, I just thought of something fucking brilliant to say." "Oh, I'm always doing that." "Excuse me, can I go back to it?" "No." "Oh, you had to wait weeks in those days, back on the boat to England, just thinking, right, if they say that again, anything to declare, nothing but my genius, I'll be in a book of quotations." Right, he gets there again, weeks later, finds the same bloke, goes up to him, bloke goes, "On you go." "Didn't even fucking ask me that time." "Excuse me, I didn't ask me if anything..." Random, fucking random, right? Back on the boat, 3 weeks later, gets there this time, finds the same bloke. This time he's starting looking shifty, so he gets picked out like that, right? Bloke goes, right. "Did you buy anything?" "That's not the question." "Say, have you anything to declare?" "Okay, have you anything to declare?" "Nothing but my genius." "Who's the butt plugs?" "They're mine." Incarcerated in Reading jail for homosexuality. We've come a long way from it being punishable to total equality, as it should be, of course. In England, the gay age of consent, same as heterosexuality now, 16, and even gay marriage. Although, ironically, the one place that was really ahead of the game fell behind a little at the last election, California. They had a referendum, they put it to the vote, and they voted no to gay marriage. I mean, in California, there's people going, "That's why we moved here." I mean, it's a strange sort of bigotry that you can affect someone else's lifestyle that doesn't affect you back. It's not like they asked a bloke once, said, "Sorry, do you mind if these two men get married?" He went, "No, fine." "Okay, jack them off then." "What? I didn't know that was..." That doesn't happen, does it? That doesn't happen. It's also a strange sort of bigotry because these people that object to that were presumably the same people that said, you know, gay people were immoral and promiscuous, but now they don't want to be monogamous and respectful in the eyes of God. And it must be so confusing to a gay guy in California thinking, that's the bit they don't like. With all the other shit we get up to, it's the marriage bit that must so confuse. They must go to judges and go, "Sorry, can I get the rules straight? What do you want to know?" "I just need to know what we can and can't do." "Ask away." "Can I marry a man?" "No." "Can I fuck him up the arse and give him a little reach round?" "Please." "Can't marry him?" "No." "But and the little... Can I... Can I pick up a stranger in the bushes and take him home and jizz on him and throw him out in the morning all crusty and homeless?" "Of course you can, yeah." "But I couldn't marry him." "No." No, and don't ask again." "Could I line up 15 men?" I'm just riffing here. "Could I line up 15 men and just jack them off for a laugh?" "If you want, yeah. Yeah. It would be difficult, wouldn't it, jacking off 15 men at once? It would be like plate spinning, wouldn't it? No. Because you could only do two at once, really. So you'd have these two ready to blow, but then they'd be losing it, and you'd go, fucking hell. Oh, there you go. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Ain't it knackering? Jacking off 15 men at once. Never thought I'd say that. Oh. Again. No. There's these people that say being gay isn't natural. Well, it is natural, and I've got a book to prove it. Homosexuality occurs in about the same incidents in the animal kingdom as it does in human society. This is a real book. It's called Biological Exuberance, Animal Homosexuality and Natural Diversity by Bruce Bagamill, okay? The evidence is compelling, and it seems there is virtually no species which does not have its gay community. That doesn't mean like chimps on one particular street wearing leather caps and stuff. It just... they sort of spread it out more, really. This is a real book. Can we have the first slide, please? Right, okay. Right. This is a real book, okay? Right? Absolutely real, okay? Two male stump-tailed macaques in mutual fellatio. They're sharing it around. Next slide. Okay. A male squirrel monkey, right, performing a genital display toward another male. He's just going, what do you think of that? And this one's going, what? Suck it. Look at his little hand. Why? Because we're gay. I'm not, you fucking are. Look at the way he's holding him, and he's got his leg up for extra purchase. He's gone, get in there, get in there, get in there. Look at him. Can you imagine my face when I discovered this book? Next slide, please. Okay. A female Olympic marmot mounting another female. Now, I don't know what is in that for either of them. Unless the one on top is wearing a strap-on dildo. One more slide. Oh, this is a doozy. Okay. Two forms of copulation between male dolphins. Genital slit or anal penetration above, and below, blowhole penetration. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Basically, he is fucking him in the head. It's in the head. He's fucking him in the head, ladies. I have never seen that on any wildlife documentary. Why have I never seen that before? Why are they doing that? Maybe it's not in the wild. Maybe it's in SeaWorld, which is like their prison. And they're going, fuck's sake. They put in two males. Some people think we're fish. We might as well fucking do it, okay? I mean, look at his face. He's going, Dave. What? Could we not do it up the arse like them? No. It's in the head or nothing. Dave, what? What? Dave, I love you. But I can't fucking breathe. That is a real book. That is a real book. Can we have that? Look. I love the fact that he found like a turkey in drag to show how gay animals can be. The gayest animal in the world. I hope I haven't offended anyone with any of the subject. No, I do. I do. That's not the point. I don't try and offend. If I have offended anyone, and I'm sure I have, I don't apologise. No, I think you should. You have to be able to justify everything you do. And I just think that a comedian should take you to taboo places you haven't been before. Otherwise, you could do it yourself. There's enough anodyne comedy out there just doing things, obvious stuff that, you know, doesn't make, you know, any difference at all. And there's this spate of comedians saying sorry when they go too far. I just think, you know, you should... They go, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. Well, you should know better then. There's also a witch hunt at the moment with people saying, oh, is there anything you shouldn't make a joke about? No, there's nothing you shouldn't joke about. It depends what the joke is. Comedy comes from a good or a bad place, and it's for you to decide what that is. And I think that there's a big debate about sick jokes, or comedians doing sick jokes. Now, the thing about sick jokes, when we tell a sick joke, it's with the express understanding that neither party is really like that. I wouldn't tell a sick joke to a known pedophile. I wouldn't go, here, mate, you're going to fucking love this more than anyone, son. Do you know what I mean? And I've never been in trouble for anything I've said in my professional career because I refuse to apologise. What can they do to you? You know, growing up, you know, you try things out and you get taken the wrong way a little bit. Not like the dolphin. I mean, you know, not... When I was about 23, 24, me and my girlfriend met up with this other couple. They'd moved down from the north of England to London. They used to come in the place I used to work, and we had a couple of drinks with them. They were cool people and they were fun. And after we'd met them a couple of times, they invited us to a party at their house. We went along. One, it was a dinner party, which they hadn't warned us about. But two, it was for their family that had come down from the north to see how they were getting on. And it was both their parents and grandparents and great uncles, average age about 85, right? And I think we were an afterthought. We thought, oh God, we don't know anyone our own age. Oh, that Ricky and Jane, right? So we went along, and we were still getting to know them, so we just spoke to them all night. We didn't really mingle with the older people. And as I say, we use comedy as a sword and a shield and a medicine, but usually as a getting to know you, okay? We use comedy to break the ice. Are you like-minded? What can you take? What do you like? And I've always sort of pushed the boundaries a little bit to try and make people laugh at things they didn't think they could. But, you know, but then, you know, everything turns out okay, I suppose. And I started off lightly. I told this joke. Why did the little girl fall off the swing? Because she had no arms. Yeah, sweet. And they laughed a little bit louder than that. There was only two of them, so thanks, right? No, so I thought, okay, they get it. They like, so, and so you up the ante a little bit. I don't you push. And I told this joke. Oh, I need a drink. Start the car? Seriously? Right. I told this joke. Made sure the old people couldn't hear, like that. I went, okay. Father, sitting at home, just reading the newspaper. This little girl comes running in. She's only 6. Hello, darling. Hello, Daddy. You've been playing? Yeah. In the park? Yeah. With your friends? Well, until the man came along. Till the man came along? Yeah, a man came along, and he asked my friends to leave, so it was just me and him. Darling, come over. Whatever happened, none of it was your fault, okay, darling? None of it was your fault. But tell Daddy every detail. What happened? He took me behind a tree so no one could see what we were doing. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? He took my dress off. Oh, God, what happened next? What happened? He took his thing out. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? Nothing, that was it. Oh, well, make something up. Don't tell anyone that. I want it to be a surprise. So I told that joke. carried on, getting a bit drunker, telling jokes. Eventually we sat down for the meal about 9:45. They put 2 tables together, and the host sat at either end, and they put me in the middle, opposite this very sweet but very deaf sort of 80-year-old man. So conversation was a bit stilted. And after about 20 minutes, Ian, one of the hosts, pipes up and says, "Oh, Ricky, tell that joke." I went, "What?" All the old people went, "Oh, we love jokes. Do you?" I looked at Ian, and Ian went, "Be fine." I went, "Okay." And he got on with his conversation. And so they're all like that. I went, father sitting at home reading the paper. Little girl comes running, told the whole joke, got to the bit, "We'll make something up." They went, silence. I looked at Ian, he went, "Not that one." Thank you so much, you've been fantastic. Good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I fucking love Chicago. Isn't it brilliant? Isn't it amazing? I've had just the best time. Thank you so much. I tell you, I'd risk coming again through volcanic ash clouds. Anything to go. It's fantastic. Terrorist attack. I've actually always been a nervous flyer, to be honest. And I flew a few weeks after 9/11, and after 9/11, the world went a little bit crazy. You know, understandably, the rules changed, and there was a lot of anger and fear and confusion and finger pointing. And I'd always consider myself quite a rational, liberal sort of guy, and I tried to remain that way after 9/11. And even in in the pub with mates, I'd be the ones going, "No, you can't say that. No, that's a generalisation. That's ridiculous. No, that's unfair. You can't tar everyone with the same brush. No, it's still the safest form of transport. It's 16 million to 1 the chance of trying to be rational. That's in a pub. When I'm flying, it's more like, check him again. Can we check him again? He's getting on this, but do you mind if I check him? Can I just... And after 9/11, with all the checks, I still tried to remain sort of rational and philosophical. I was thinking, right, it's harder now than it ever was to get a bomb on the plane. This is, the restrictions are tight. It's safer now. And then I found out that a terrorist doesn't even have to get on the plane now with a bomb. They found heat-seeking missiles, and they could just park up in some sort of lay-by and take the plane out within the first 10 minutes of takeoff. So now I'd be on the plane going, right, we're out of range. Who's got the bomb, right? And as I say, I flew a couple of weeks after 9/11, an internal flight, and we were up in the air. I'd done the thing right, we're out of range, right, okay, right. And I was still a bit nervous, and I said to the air hostess, I said, "Have you got any magazines?" Think of this. She said, quite loud, quite blasé, she said, "No, honey, we've got no magazines. We've had to undertake severe cutbacks because we're one of the companies being sued over 9/11. One, don't mention 9/11. Surely a new rule book went round. Don't mention 9/11 when you're handing out the coffee. Just, you know what I mean, right? 2, don't say severe cutbacks. Severe cutbacks. If someone says that, I don't think of magazines anymore. I think of a bloke in an aircraft hangar earlier that week going, "Do we really need all these rivets?" It's just... What terrible bedside manner. I mean, I take first-class flights everywhere. I know you wouldn't have it any other way. I'd do it for you, really. Some of the flights I take cost £10,000, okay? And for £10,000 in a disaster, I expect the front end of my plane that I'm in to gently break off and float down to a desert island. It doesn't. I'll die with the rest of you fucking losers. That's not fair, is it? I know you tried to save me, but you couldn't. We'd just be on the news. I'd probably be the only one get name-checked on the news. You'd be 230 others, but which is some consolation. But anyway, so, okay. Once I was flying back from New York, okay, 9:25, a Saturday night, JFK to London Heathrow. BA, first class. Okay. Now, this is my point. It's fear that threatens rational thought, I think, okay? I'm there. Now, the whole week leading up to that flight, I don't know if you remember it, or it's happened more than once, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, on every news channel in America, there was a rolling ticker tape that said, America on red alert. We've had intel, there's going to be another 9/11 in a major city, probably New York or LA, okay, this weekend. Do not fly unless you absolutely had to, right? I had to, I was filming. And, right. So, I'm the only one in the first class lounge, okay? And I still tried to remain rational. I was thinking, no, it's safer now. Everyone's looking for a terrorist today. They'll leave it till Monday, right? And then it happened. The thing that threatened my rational thought. I had a bit of a mini breakdown. Into the first class lounge, about 30 minutes before boarding, came this guy. I don't know whether he was North African or Middle Eastern or Asian, but he had all the gear, right? Beard, steered attaché case, okay? And here's your middle class sort of liberal. I went, I was suddenly engaging staff in sort of banal conversation, going, flight on time? They're going, yeah, what's the weather like in London? Like they were going to go, it's a bit cloudy, but there he is, right? Didn't happen. So I'm left there, right? And I'm looking over at him, and I'm thinking of all the running up to it and the week, all the news and everything. But now there's a fight between good and evil, between rational and irrational, okay? This one goes, ooh, that's a suicide bomber. Oh, don't be stupid. Of course it isn't. It is. How do you know? That's what they look like. What? Beard. Don't be stupid, right? Then he makes a phone call, and I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he sounded a bit angry, okay? This one goes, oh, we made a phone call, right? This one, no, you just made a phone call. Yeah, but not in foreign. Right? So shut up, right? He's been checked, like the rest of us, he's been checked. Did they check the beard? Yeah, they checked the beard. Yeah, they checked the beard, right? And then I'm looking at him, must have been absent-minded with all this going on in my head, and he catches me looking, and he does this. He goes, oh, he knows, right? This one goes, no, he knows why you're looking at him. He's had that sort of prejudice for months now. Stop looking at him. The beard. Yeah, right? But this one starts winning. The fear starts beating all the rational thought in the world. And he was going, no, but it could be. Well, yeah, it could be. Probably not. Well, no. The stats are up today. Yeah, but still, it won't happen. Don't say it won't happen to us. People of 9/11 said it wouldn't happen to them. Yeah, but all the tests. Yeah, well, they find new ways of getting through our detection. Then we have to up going, yeah, you're right. And suddenly I thought, oh my God, this is it. This is it. And that wave of nausea, and you suddenly realise, oh my God, I'm witnessing this. This one goes, okay, right, let's report him. This one goes, no. Why? In case someone thinks we're racist. No, fuck that. Let's report him and be a wrong, embarrassed, live racist, just in case, right? And I go, no, so I don't. And so now I think he is a suicide bomber, and I think I'm going to get on the plane and die, but I'm not going to do anything about it. And I'm nearly in tears. And all this happens in a few moments. And I look over, and he's joined by his wife, who's got all the gear, and his two little girls, okay? And I suddenly go, oh, of course he's not a fucking suicide bomber. If you're off to see 72 virgins, you don't take the wife and kids along. Right? So, no, true. And I got on the plane, and of course he wasn't a terrorist, and I was sort of a bit embarrassed, and I saw the funny side of it, and I was relieved and everything. And he was a businessman and a family man. He was playing with his two little girls who kept running up and down and banging into my chair. He wasn't doing anything about that at all, okay? Nothing about that at all, okay? And he was sort of chasing them, and they were squealing really high, but going through. After half an hour, I was hoping someone would blow the fucking plane up, to be honest. But a really weird thing happened during that period. I got so paranoid about terrorist attack that I started taking private jets and helicopters everywhere just because I was so rich. No. No, again, my philosophy was, I'm the only person on this plane and I definitely haven't got a bomb. So we're all right, you know. And I was taking a helicopter one day and I was waiting on the helipad, okay. Rewind 2 days before that. I'm at home, having my cereal, my Cheerios, and there's a carton of milk there with the missing person things on the back. And I've seen 1,000 of them, okay? This one was slightly different because it was a missing child, which is always sadder. Well, no, it's sad when anyone goes missing, but presumably because of her age, this was an abduction and, you know. And it was also the language, it was a plea from the mother. And it was the wording. She just said the name of the little girl, which I won't say, I remember it, and the day and place where she was last seen. And she just said, 5 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, always happy, please help me. And it must have stayed with me. 2 days later, I'm there, it's like a wharf development, waiting for this helicopter. And I'm looking down onto sort of some disused sort of warehouse space. And looking one, right? And someone had put up a brown blanket with this duct tape, okay, as like a curtain. And it had fallen away. And I can see in, this is a true story, it's an empty room, apart from a mattress, and on the mattress is a little girl with her hands tied. And my fucking heart, 5 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, always happy, crying her eyes out. What? It couldn't have been her, I left it. Thanks very much, you've been amazing. Good night, Chicago. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Good night, everyone. Thank you.